Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to explain you the case study on library management system. The library management system is a software to manage the manual functions of a library into a computer system, and this library management system helps to manage the entire library operations from maintaining book records to issue a book and all other functions automatically. The library management system starts with entering and updating the master records. The master records means the main record or the base are the books details and the library information. Any further transaction like issuing the books, returning the books, or collecting the fines, etc., will be automatically update in the current books. And also, this library management system will track on how many books are available in the library with ISBN numbers, with authors, with titles, with other categories. We can track how many books are available in the library, and also we can find how many books has been issued to the students. So these tracking facility is also available in the library management system. Now the main purpose, what is the purpose of this library management system? The main purpose of this library management system is to provide a user friendly environment to maintain all the details of the books and the library members in the system. So the purpose is very clear: maintaining all the books available in the library and the library members details. And also, the main purpose of this case study is to maintain easy circulation system using computers and to provide different reports. Why it is called as a easy circulation system and provides a different reports? Because another purpose of this library management system is to provide the different types of reports generated by an librarian or a authorized person who is using this library management system. So he can maintain all the books, uh, like issued or received, fine collected, everything he can easily manage, and also generate the different reports based on the ISBN number, based on the price, based on the particular category like department or title, publisher name, etc. Another purpose is it improves the customer service through the greater access to accurate information, because with the help of this system we can access the accurate information that might not be possible in the manual uh, transaction of the library. So the next purpose is the greater accountability and transparency in operations. So we have very good accountability, and also there is a transparency in all kinds of operations. So these are the some of the main purpose of this case study. Next would be the scope. The document only covers the requirement specification for the library management system. The scope of this document, which only covers, okay, this only covers the library management system, and it does not provide any other information about library management system. This document does not provide any references to the other components of the library management system. And also, all the dependencies are also defined in this document. The scope is nothing but whatever the scope we have defined in this case study, only those many components are going to be implemented into the system, and beyond the scope no components has been implemented. So therefore all the dependencies are also identified through this document, and it also gives you the components of the library management systems and the references. And this case study is basically updating the manual library management system into a software based application. The another scope is whatever the manual transaction of the library system is there, we are entirely updating all the manual library system into software based application, so that user can know the details of their accounts, availability of the books, etc. So here the users are nothing but the students who wants to access the library or who wants to get the books, so they can get all the details about their accounts, what are all the books they have uh, got so far, what are all the books have been issued, what are all the books have been returned, and how many books are available in the library. So the availability of the books can also be checked by the user. So these are the scope of the library management system. Next is the user requirements. So here in the user's requirement, the software provides a good graphical interface for the user. Any administrator can operate on the system, performing the required tasks such as creating the details of the book, updating it, and viewing the details of the books. So these can be performed by the administrator. Okay, the here the administrator, or we can say user, any administrator can operate. It means that the designated person, or we can say the librarian, is the main administrator of this library management system, and he can perform all the tasks or required task, like creating, updating, viewing the details of the books. And also, as per user requirement, when user wants, he wants to allows the user to view the quick reports like book issues, returned, etc, in between the particular time, so that can be performed. So we can restrict the users also to view their reports. We can provide a particular time, so in between the time they may see the books issues and returned, and available books, fine collected, etc. Stock verification in different criteria or according to different categories. It means that different categories or criteria means in the stock verification, the administrator can check how many books right now available in the library with a different category or with different criteria, such as providing with the ISBN number. So he can check with the ISBN number, he can check with the authors, he can check with the publisher. So he can provide the different categories and criterias for stock verification. So the next user requirement is the search facility based on the different criteria in depth. So search facility means, so searching a particular book with a particular keyword or a particular title or a particular publisher name. So that can be also possible. So these are the some of the users requirements. Users characteristics. So we have two levels of users. One is user side, another is administration side. In the user side, user will check the availability of the books. Apart from the administrator, rest of the peoples who use this system are the users. Uh, they will be the user side, and they can check the availability of the books available in the library, and also they can find the book returned by the particular user. The second user characteristics is the administration side. So in administration side, the following are the submodules in the administration side, like register user. So administration can find who are all registered user and who are all the guest users. and he can also check the submodules like entry book details and book issues details, etc. The next is the requirement. In the requirements, we have the functional requirements like book entry. In this module, we can store the details of the books, and in register student module or in this function, we can keep the details of a new student. New student means who is going to register. So in the register student module, we can find how many students have been enrolled for the library management system. In the book issue, this module is used to keep a track of a book issue details. So administration can go to this module, book issue module, and he can track all the books issued to a different students. So he can get all the details of the book issued. The next functional requirement is the book return. So book return module, which enables to keep track of return the books or returned book by the students. All the books which are returned by the students are enabled in the book return module. A top use cases in this case study are add, remove, or edit books. So any books which you want to add first time, if you are taking entry, so you can add. And if you want to remove any book from your library, you can use this use case remove to remove the book from the library. And if you want to make any modifications in the publisher name, in ISBN number, etc., so edit book also available. So we to add, remove, and modify a book item, so this use case is used. Search catalog use case to search a book by title, author, subject, publisher, etc. Register new account or cancel the membership. To add a new member or cancel the membership of an existing member can be done with this use case. So user can register and he can create a new account, or he can cancel the membership from the library management system. And the checkout book use case is used to borrow a book from the library, whereas the reserve book use case is used to reserve a book which is not currently available. So currently not available in the library. So somebody has already got that book, and that book you are searching which is not currently available in the library management system, then you can reserve that book. Whenever a particular student returns that particular book to the library, you can get that book. Renew a book. So renew a book use case is used to reborrow an already checked out book. So already checked out book means already you have got that book and you don't want to return to the library. You want to keep with you for another 1 week or 1 month. So you can renew a book. So when you renew a book, it is reborrowed. Return a book. To return a book to the library which was issued to a member. So assume that a book is issued to you and you are returning that book. With the help of this use case, book can be returned to the library. Okay, to return a book to the library which was issued to a member. So member is nothing but if you are a registered member, so you will become a member if you are a student of a particular college and this library management is used there. So you will be the member of the library. So if you return that book, with this return a book use case is used to return a book to the library. Okay, so some of the classes we need to be defined in this library management system, like library book, book item, account, library card, and book reservations, etc. The first class is the library class. And this library class is the central part of the organization for which the software has been designed. So we are designing this software or developing this software for the library. So therefore, the library is the central part of the organization for which we have designed the software. It has the attributes like the name to distinguish it from any other libraries and address to describe its location. It means that a name which distinguish it from any other libraries means if you are having other libraries in nearby premises, so this name will distinguish from the other libraries, and also by giving the address which also denotes or locates the address of the library where exactly this library will be located. So this is the first class, that is the library, which is called central part of the organization. The next class is the book class. The basic building of the library management system is the book. Every book will have the ISBN, title, subject, publisher, author, etc. So these informations we need to feed into the library management system. So based on the book module or this class only, all other functionalities works, or all the functionalities works around this book. So therefore, the basic building block of the system is called as book. Next is the book item. Any book can have the multiple copies, and each copy will be considered a book item in our system. Each book item will have a unique barcode. For example, assume that we have software engineering book. In the software engineering book, we have multiple copies, say 10 copies. Each copy is considered as a book item. So 10 copies are considered as a 10 book items in our system. And also all the 10 books will be having the unique barcodes. We can use the barcode or we can use the QR codes. So whichever the facility is available, we can use that. So right now in this system, we have the unique barcodes for each book item. Next is the account. We will have the two types of accounts in a system. One will be generated, one will be a general member and other will be a librarian. So librarian will be the whole in charge of the entire system and who is the administrator of this system. Whereas the general members are the all other students and staffs belongs to a particular campus or a college. Okay, so those will become a general members. Either they may be the staffs, permanent or part-time or guest faculties, and all other students will belongs to general members category, and librarian will be the authorized person or the administrator. So these two types of accounts will be created in this system. Next class is the library card. So each library user will be issued a library card. Means the general members, it may be student or it may be lecturer, so they will get a library card which will be used to identify the users while issuing or returning the books. The next class is the book reservation, responsible for managing reservation against the book items. So book reservation class is used to reserve your book. Assume that that book is not available right now in the library, and that book is, as I said, software engineering 10 copies are added into the library. So those are called book items. So all the 10 books have been issued to the 10 members. But now 11th member is you. You want that book. So that book is right now not available in the library. What you can do is you can reserve that book. And once you reserve that book, whenever that book is written by any of the member, that book is issued to you. So that is the use of book reservation. So you can reserve your books, as like we book the seats for the particular journeys, like that. Other classes like book lending, so which used to manage the checking out of the book items. And catalog, catalog contains the list of books sorted on certain criteria. Our system will support searching through four categories or four catalog. One is title, author, subject, and publish date. So we can add more catalog also. So we can add more search criterias, and we can search with the other criterias also. So right now we have added four catalogs, means four criterias to search a particular book or to sort out the particular book. The next class is the fine class. So this class will responsible for calculating and collecting the fines from the library members. Like we issue the book for a particular duration for a particular member. If that member doesn't return in a stipulated time, we impose the fine. So that fine is calculated by this fine class. And also it collects and remits all the fines in this module or in this class. The next class is the author class. This class will encapsulate a book author. So author class will encapsulate all the books of the libraries with the author names. So this is the class diagram for library management system. So you can see the library management system. So we have user types like your username and password. Either you may be the general member or you may be the administrator. So you need to provide the, means you need to select the user type. One drop down menu will be displayed. In that drop down menu, you will be getting the librarian and general option. Or we assume that we have created three options. One is for librarian, one is for student, another for the staff. So these three options will displayed in the user type. So you may choose any one among these three. Thereafter, you need to provide the username and password to log in a particular account. So this login method will allow you to log in with the username and password and user type. So if you are not registered, so you are the new member, so you can use this register method to register yourself first and thereafter log in. And after login, if you want to come out from this library management system, you can use this logout method. So like this, in the library management system, we have these are the different attributes and these are the methods. Similarly, in this module or in this user class, we have name and ID. So to verify whether these users are the authentic users or not, so we verify, we check the account, and if the verification is done and account is checked, so it is existing user, then get book information. So this user can get the book information. So he can access the all the books available in the library. So who can access? The user can access. User may be the staff, user may be the student. Okay. Account. No borrowed books. So when you get book information, so when you use this function, so you can get all the details like no borrowed books, no reserved books, no returned book information, no lost books information, fine amounts. And this fine amount is calculated by calculate fine. So fine class we have used, that fine class calculates the fine and gives the details to the user. Similarly, a book will have the title, author, ISBN, and publication details. So librarian can add the books with the help of title, author, ISBN number, and publication date and publisher name. Similarly, we can use show due dates of a particular or a entire member's reservation status. So how many students reserve their books and any feedbacks are there. So feedbacks can be checked with the this feedback function of the book class, and also book request. So any user wants a new book, he can put a request. So book request, renewal of information. Okay. Next is the librarian. So librarian will have the attributes like name, ID, password, search string, then verify the librarians, and he can search library database. If more than one librarians are there, so we can put all these information, so we can verify and we can search for how many librarians are present right now and who is going to issue the books. Library database, list of books like add, delete, update, display, and search. So in library database, we can check how many books are there. So we can search, we can display, and any update is needed, we can update also. We can delete also if no books are available. Some of the books have been showing in the library management system, which is physically not available. We want to delete it, so we can use this delete. Or new books have been purchased, so those new books we want to add to the library, we can use this add method. So like this class diagram is used for the library management system. So this is how you can prepare the case study on the library management system. So this is simply an example how you can use the library management system and how you can prepare the different classes. So this is the details of the case study on the library management system. So if you like this video, so kindly share, comment, and subscribe my channel for the